careful not to get too close, I might just go. Might just go.
Boom, I'm like a bomb in a room. Blow up the spot, everybody got.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? My name is Brandon Osborne, aka Control for Days. Today I am taking you through a modern league match with the deck Black-Green Yawgmoth. Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to be successful with the deck, the ins and outs of playing the matchup that we are paired against. I don't know what we're paired against right now. You do if you clicked on the video. I'm going to walk you through it. Let's do it. We won the die roll. Our opening 7 is acceptable, so we will keep it. We have Dried Arbor in our hand, which kind of makes it like a 6-card hand, but it's good enough. Turn 2 Walled Roots, turn 3 Grist, and then we can have Court of Calling up into Yawgmoth. So it'll do the job. We hope it does the job, but it's good enough. Our opponent Raging Machismo. Feels like Belcher. It might not do the job. We will see. Turn 2. If this is in fact Belcher, which I'm guessing it is, Grist is not very good. We're a little short on threats here. So we'll see how this pans out. Ideally, you kind of want to do like turn 1 Wolf, turn 2 Geist, turn 3 Evolution, and hope that you can just kill from there. Opponent is tapping a red mana, exiling 2 cards. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so this is Charbelcher. Just a kind of a weird variety of the deck. Doing some things that I haven't seen before. Alright, so we drew a Geist. I think we get our Yawgmoth down and then try to kill them next turn. I think that's the game plan. So we'll go with that plan of action. Basically what we're looking to do is get a messenger into play next turn and our Strangleroot Geist as well. And hopefully that's good enough to get the kill. Which, if they don't kill us, I think that will do the job, but we will see. Alright, they got 3 mana. They are at 17. If they go like Morphos into the card where they stack their deck, we should win. If they do something else, we might lose. This is a very scary matchup. This is not a good matchup. Alright, I think we should win here. This is definitely a challenging matchup. Alright, so they drew 6 cards. From here, I just want to make sure that I do this correctly so I don't mess things up. So land drop's going to be Dried Arbor. We can play Hierarch. We can play our Geist, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we can chord. I don't even know if we need to do that. Well, Dried Arbor is going to be our land drop. Play out the Geist. I think we can just go for it on this turn. I don't think we need to I don't think we need to dilly-dally here. So we can just get the messenger here and then just kill. And we still have an attack with the Geist as well, which puts us into a position. Okay, and they scoop. So we can just, between Yawgmoth, Geist, and Messenger, just go back and forth between the two of them with Undying triggers targeting the one with the counters on it. With Yawgmoth's sacrifice ability to loop the two of them, and because we have more life than our opponent, it's enough to get the win. Sideboarding in this matchup. So we're going to bring in some artifact hate. We're going to bring in our discard. The biggest card that cuts us off of what we're trying to do is Leyline of Sanctity. So we need answers to that, and we need to be able to efficiently deal with that card. Above and beyond that, Court of Calling's kind of slow. Grist doesn't really do anything. So we're going to shave our Grists. Let me check my sideboard guide and see what other advice it has for the matchup. Innkeeper, Wall, Grist, and Cord. Okay. We can get rid of the ooze as well. We don't need that. Alright, so this looks good. We'll run it. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully no leyline. Hopefully we have discard. If those two things line up, we should be okay. This hand is good as long as they don't have a leyline, so we'll keep it. We will keep it. No leyline. Alright, so we need our Ignoble to stay on the field turn 2, which there's a possibility it doesn't, but we shall see. And they can always turn to us as well, so we hope it doesn't come to that. I'm going to play out the Peatland. Peatland into Ignoble. Maybe the right play was the Overgrown Tomb. Damage generally doesn't matter too much in this matchup, but... Alright, Pyretic Ritual. Charbelcher. Okay. So it's interesting they're playing this out now. Oh, hello. And that was probably our best draw next to Force of Vigor. I actually think this is better than Force and Vigor. So the thing about Boseiju against this deck is they don't have any lands, so they don't get any of the upside of us doing this to them. So I'm going to do this now. And we're going to play on our Overgrown Tomb, and I think... So if I play out an Ignoble, they could potentially Fury them both down. So I think I'm going to lead on a Young Wolf, and then go from there. So now they need to rebuild, and next turn I could Necromentia and knock out the rest of their Belchers, which I think is what we're going to be doing here. They likely have another Wincon in the deck, but we're going to dump all their Charbelchers. See what they're working with. Alright, and they scoop. So, a really quick match, not the most interactive match, but we got the win. Generally, not a good matchup, but you know, our hands lined up pretty well against them. We had a turn 4 kill in game 1. In game 2, we had interaction. We drew. We got lucky a little bit with the Boseiju, but we drew our interaction and were able to handle what they're doing. Generally, you don't want to play out, from my understanding of Charbelcher without having played it before. You don't want to play out the Belcher unless you can activate it on the same turn, or you don't always want to leave yourself exposed in that situation. So my opponent might have rushed on that account a little bit, just because I have answers to deal with it, but you know, I guess you got to do what you got to do. So we got the win. Goblin Charbelcher, straightforward match, not much to it, but I hope something that happened during the course of these 6 or 7 turns was helpful and informative for you. I'm checking out. I will see you guys next time. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think, whether it's this matchup, any other questions you might have. Let me know in the comments below. Check out my Patreon if you want to support me further. Check out the sideboard guide in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Brandon Osborne, aka Control for Days. Thank you for joining me.